Hi, brother teacher, once again. Uh, I have to ask you a question. All of you that have followed me for years, and even those of you who have followed me just for a short tenure, have I been humble and have I been respectful on this platform or any other platform that you've seen me on? Haven't I been humble? I know I have been. And one thing I realized is that anytime you're on a platform where potentially thousands of people can watch your content, hundreds of thousands and even millions of people can watch your content, everyone is not going to view the way you display and or articulate your content. No matter how polite you are, how courteous you are, how humble you are, they're still going to have their own way of seeing things. They will read things out of context oftentimes. But I think, personally, I have a couple thousand videos, and I'm not new at this. But I think with as much content as I have produced here on this platform and others, you would know what type of person I am already. And to make the statement, be humble, kind of rubs me a certain way. I'm not angry. I'm a little frustrated because when I'm expressing something to you or anyone else, uh, and you can't tell by my delivery, my character, something's wrong. And I'm not beating up on the individual that made that statement. Not at all. I don't mention names. I don't need to, because that starts something else. But anyway, all of you that have faithfully followed me all of these years, and even in recent months or the past year or so, have I been humble? And have I been respectful in getting across my messages and how I present those same messages? I just want you to weigh in and let me know. Now, if you feel and or believe that I have not been humble or I have been something less than humble, please let me know. But I will say this, I don't know of any other way to be than to be humble. I know that there are personalities on YouTube. They use so much colorful language, and a lot of these guys, some women but mainly guys, they are so talented, they are so intelligent, they can't seem to convey and or express their thoughts and their messages without using so much profanity, or what we call profanity, colorful language. And some of them get really riled up when people ask them certain questions or types of questions, and the YouTube personalities attack the people. Don't have a reason to do that. Because if you're not sure in yourself, what else is there? I'm certain about myself. And I've said many times over and over, if there's something that I don't know, I'll tell you. And if there's something that I don't know, I'll research it and find the answer for you. If you're trying to get an answer from me as it relates to something, I have no problem doing that. But there are some who still want to paint this picture of you that just because you don't see things the way they see things, and I know everyone is not going to agree with me, that I do know. And sometimes it stings you a little bit when people don't seem to comprehend or understand where you're coming from, because you are convinced. When I say you, I'm talking about myself in this instance. You are convinced that what you're doing And what you're saying is correct by virtue of your research, your study, your life experience, and so forth. But there are some people who say, well, you need to humble yourself or be humble. Okay. Now, if you were to make the statement, well, we just have to be humble, both of us, or we all need to be humble to make it seem collective and not just simply pointed at one individual, as I felt that it was pointed at me after some statements I made about what I believed in. But the funny thing is that I show scriptural reference for a lot of things that I say and point out, or I give other references depending on what the subject is as to where I get information from, or I will give links to doctors and other professionals who agree with me or whom I agree with. And that's still not enough for some people, because some people just set in their own way and they won't even investigate and or study or research the information that you gave them. They stand flat-footed and sometimes just simply say you're wrong because they don't want you to be right sometimes. So that was it, ladies and gentlemen. It was a pleasure gracing your presence here on this platform at this space and time. And I just wanted to ask you that question. Have I been humble and respectful while on the internet? While on this particular platform especially? Just let me know. And perhaps the person that made that statement to me will know as well. But if they don't want to accept that, that's their prerogative. I'll see you next time.